What's up, everybody? Back here again at the end of the day here on Saturday. This video is, of course, will be in the scheduled upload, but it's my Saturday anyways. So I got it all plumbed in. Yeah, it seems to work good, runs good. I got the 3 fuses mounted over here. I figured this would be about the easiest, and you know where they're at, and you can see them. Fuel pump, fan 1, fan 2. Fan 1, fan 2, and main fuse, which I've got everything. I got main power to them. I just don't have the grounds hooked up to activate them. They're right there, or the power for the key on, or the wires ran to the fans. So that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow, as well as try to fight with the front 4 bolts on the fuel tank bracket, because I think I'm gonna have to unbolt 2 of the cab mounts and lift the cab up a bit to get my hand in there to be able to put the nuts on and tighten everything. It's a big pain in the ass. The original ones are welded on nuts, and if I would have been thinking, I would have welded just regular nuts on the back of these plates. But as you can see in there, that's the filler with the AN line. Yeah, so there it's mounted. My fuel gauge is It's working. It's reading a little over 1/8 of a tank. It's probably got a little under 5 gallons, probably 3.5 gallons in it. So that could be probably right where it's at. But yeah, I gotta zip tie these up a little bit and find a good spot to hold them to. I'm not a particularly big fan of where everything's ran, but it's not near any moving parts. It's going to be also hard to get to, especially up here when I put that plastic piece there back underneath in the fender well. It'll be pretty hard to get to. Of course, here's my fuel gauge and my fuel pump power, which I didn't have 2 butt connectors. Or not butt connectors, I had a butt connector, but I didn't have 2 spade plugs for that. Then yellow and the big gauge. What is it, 12 to 10 gauge? But I didn't have any of them, so I just butt connected it. I figured if I ever have to pull the cab off, I'll just cut the butt connector, so, and then put some spade connectors on it. Got a bunch of zip ties I got to cut yet, but I'll probably do that tomorrow. I got this looking about as pretty as I could. It looks somewhat alright. At least it's pretty easy to see, and you can see it. I'm going to crawl under here and cut some self-tapping screws off. I also need to hook up my brake booster, because the brake, I drove around the parking lot, and the brakes are in need of some serious help. I also got to replace my brake switch too, because this one was bad. It's the 12 volt. When you push on the brake, it takes 12 volt away for the computer. That circuit does not work in my brake switch, so I got a new one. That sounds like a lot better of a switch, so hopefully it is. I'm looking for a newer one of these without this on it, tube. So that's what I'm looking for, an intake tube, or an intake tube that matches pretty much this and stops about the stock location that's round. That would be awesome too. But yeah, my intake seems to be working well. It's holding up. I got that leak still, as you can see. That's been running, so it's got pressure. So I really need to fix that, and I'm going to do that. I use pipe dope. I think that's part of my problem. And use Teflon tape on it, cleaned it all up, pull it out, cleaned it up. I'll do that tomorrow too. But yeah, I think it's getting closer to exhaust time, hopefully, so, which is good, because I want to be able to drive this thing. It was oddly fun to drive. I like driving these a better than my Escalade, which you guys are like, why? I don't know, just square bodies, man. Something about them. I feel more connected to one of these driving it than I do my Escalade or my Trans Am, for that matter, or anything. When I get behind the wheel of a square body, it's something with me that I just like them. They're just something. It's maybe because I was raised around them too, could be part of it. And I know the ins and outs of one of these trucks. I mean, I've pretty much had every one of them of this body style pretty much most years. Any big changes? This interior style, the old more rounded interior style. I've had them completely gutted. I've had the cabs off the frames. Engine swaps and multiple ones of them. This is the first LS swapped one I've done. My own. I've helped do a couple LS swaps, but yeah. So it's looking pretty good. I'm liking the setup. The wiring is relatively pretty clean. I need to pull my main bulkhead and route my taillight wires around. I've got to fix one of my taillights. I need a new end because it's all rotten, all corroded and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna work on getting the brakes hooked up, the booster hooked up. They're still not gonna be that great because we're talking about an 83 Chevy pickup with old brakes that sat forever, so they'll need some TLC there, but they'll probably get all stainless steel brake lines. Yeah. I'd like to do a hydro boost kit, but the only ones I could find is for two-wheel drives. I'm not real sure what the difference between a four-wheel drive master cylinder and booster is to a non. Apparently, I'm either leaking or it's the way the light's shining on it. Must be leaking. But yeah, so I don't know what the difference between the hydro booster and master cylinder on a two-wheel drive is compared to this. I know the lines are probably different. I don't know if they're different size fittings or what the deal is, or if it would work. I don't know. If you guys know, let me know. So I got the summit wires on there, like I said earlier, the last part, and yeah, it's coming along. I gotta zip tie some of this stuff back. I think I'm gonna put it down in here, move that over a little bit. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Move that over there to hook up there. But just some little stuff. I want to clean up the the connection over there. I want to put conduit on the windshield wiper motor. Eventually, I'm gonna go in here. I got some wires I need to replace in the heater and air conditioning box. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna put AC back in it. I'd like to, but I'm not real sure. Yeah, I can already tell you right now it's not going to work. I'd have to change my intake setup because the compressor sets right here. And I can't even see the idler, so yeah. And I got transmission lines on the way down there, so yeah. What I need to do is fix that leak though. And yeah, so I've been rambling on enough, so we'll catch you in the next update on this beast, and hopefully in a few videos it'll have some exhaust, and we'll get to hear what it sounds like with some exhaust. It sounds like a beast right now, but it's running some pig rich. It's ridiculous. So I have a check engine light for not having a check engine light plugged in. I did not know it tested for an open circuit on the check engine light, but I guess that's why it cycles through and comes on. But yeah, I gotta extend them wires, and I'm probably gonna cut my dash to put a radio in it. I know. I've also got to modify my glove box and just finish up on the interior detail, and eventually get me a seat because that's crap. And I gotta bolt another bolt into my accelerator pedal, and then I gotta modify it over and down to where it's not humping the hump over there, because that is ridiculous to go from your foot to brake, or accelerator to brake. It's ridiculous. I'd like to make it and use the factory accelerator pedal too, so it looks a little better. But yeah, I like the one white spoke, man. Gotta love the white spoke. I got a set. I just gotta get them, and I'll probably end up putting a set on it. I'm looking for some 3/4 ton axles. I think I may have some tracked down, but I don't know yet. I'd like to rebuild them and put them on when I do the lift, but whatever. So alrighty, we'll catch you guys in the next video. I really need to clean this box out, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. So we'll catch you guys when I catch you.